Lone Star 92, good morning. Happy Tuesday. I am Gwen in the morning, and I am joined by our very own voice expert. He is going to join us every week. He is going to be our voice insider extraordinaire, Josh Halverson. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning, Gwen. How you doing?
I think you might know a little bit about The Voice.
I know a lot. It was kind of interesting watching it last night without being a part of all the shenanigans, if you know what I mean.
Without being there on it?
What's that?
Without being there in the middle of it?
Yeah. It's crazy being on like the front porch looking in, if you know what I mean.
Right.
But it was good. I mean, they're still my voice family, so I still have such a major connection with everybody still on the show.
What did you think about last night's episode?
I don't know. Honestly, I love what they're doing with the stage and the production, and but I don't know. As far as like the performances, I thought it was very theatrical. Is that the word? Like it was good. It was very just like very Broadway, and I love that. I mean, and it showed. I mean, it with the top 12, it kind of seems to go that way every season. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It was good. Like one of my favorite performances was Allie Caldwell. She did that Leonard Cohen song.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I thought that was the best out of everything that happened last night. I mean, Austin Alsop's did a great job, but I'm such a Leonard Cohen fan. I'm like I don't know. I love his songwriting. I love everything that he's done throughout his whole life, you know, from Hallelujah, and everybody was surprised nobody did that one because it seems like they pull that song out every season. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. I thought she killed it with "Did I Ever Love You." I thought it was kind of weird with the rose at the beginning. It kind of gave this like bachelorette vibe thing, but other than that, I thought it was awesome.
I love having someone else in here because my two favorite performances of the night were Sundance Head, which I'm going to play a little bit of that performance right now for you real quick. I love the fact that he did Maren Morris's My Church. I'm going to play that real quick. Here's how he did on that. You can definitely tell he was very much coached by Garth.
Yeah.
I cheated and I've lied. I've fallen down from grace a few too many times. But I find holy redemption when I put this car in drive. I roll the windows down, turn up the dial. Can I get a hallelujah? Can I get an amen? Feels like the Holy Ghost running through.
All right, there's a piece of Sundance's. My other performance of the night, and I'm going to play a little bit of this for you too, is Way.
Oh, yeah.
I loved her performance. Here's a little bit of hers right here. Oops. Oh, Sundance is drowning her out.
If the heavens ever did speak, she's the last true mouthpiece. Every Sunday's getting more.
I'm going to skip to the end here where she really just gets after it. Now, she was a teammate of yours.
Yeah, definitely. And Way, she's such a sweetheart. I can't, but everybody, even from the beginning, like, she has such a sweet voice, you know, her talking voice is so kind of high, squeaky, 17-year-old girl voice, but, like, as soon as she starts singing, I think the first time I heard her sing was actually singing "Happy Birthday" to Christian Cuevas. Like it was his birthday, and we were just all kind of hanging out one afternoon, and all of a sudden everybody was like, "Well, we should sing Christian Happy Birthday," and then I don't know, it got kind of directed towards Way, and we're like, and I guess Way knows the Stevie Wonder version of Happy Birthday really good. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, she was just kind of shy, like, I don't know. And it just went into it, and it was so crazy. Everybody just was mind blown.
Well, I think everybody has that reaction with her, because did you see Garth? Like, he's sitting there, like, minding his business, and all of a sudden he's like, What?
It was so awesome. I thought the song selections were very interesting last night. I mean, I couldn't believe, like, Aaron Gibson went into, like, Hollywood Forever, like
And the guy who sang
Father
Whipping
John
Post,
Misty
I
song.
wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah, I was.
Everybody's song selections this year, not to step over you. I've not been a fan of a whole lot of song selections this year.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's I don't know. It seems like kind of they're reaching a little bit, or I don't know. I thought.
You know who I thought had a huge improvement is what's her name on Miley's team, the one that Miley likes so much.
Darby.
Yes, I thought she had a big improvement because she toned down the quirkiness.
Yeah. And I love how they brought out, like, the 70s, because she's so kind of 70s flower child.
Which is great. Like, be you, but don't be so, like, just start being you and being the soft and tender you. Stop trying to be the show you.
Yeah, I know, right? It's hard. I mean, I think that's probably one of the hardest things with the whole deal is just really staying true to who you are and not letting I don't know, you're kind of thrown out into Hollywood to the wolves, and if you don't really know, if you're not confident in who you are, it's easy for those wolves just to, like, rip you to shreds, you know, especially being that young. I couldn't imagine going in as a teenager, still trying to figure stuff out, but then you're thrown into this, or you're put on this platform and received all this recognition, and you have to stay true to that without getting sucked up into having to figure out what people want to hear and playing towards that too, you know. It's like, well, what do people want to hear next, or what, instead of just going based on what you want to feel next, you know. What is it that you want to feel internally next to the next song that you're going to perform?
So, and I say that we can't pass up Billy Gilman's performance. I thought it was out of this world because to tackle Freddie Mercury,
gosh,
is ridiculous. Like, for anyone to say, hey, I'm going to sing a Freddie Mercury song is like, dude, you just shot yourself in the foot.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, his range stretches further than anybody I've ever met. Like, Billy Gilman is just, I don't know. And we were roommates part of the time when we were out there, and he's a very sweet guy. I think, well, obviously, just through his story, you can tell that the world's kind of beat him up a little bit after he was, like, this childhood prodigy, and then his voice changed and everything else. I think he's a sweet guy. I mean, I literally sat in a room with him when I performed Whiskey and You. We were sitting in the same room watching it with a bunch of the contestants, and afterwards I look over and he's just bawling in tears, and he looks at me and he just goes, man, and he couldn't even talk. He was crying so much, and my performance moved him. And I saw his heart through that, you know. I saw his heart through his tears, and I think he connected with that song a lot. And
yeah, you can definitely, like you said, tell the industry's been very, very rough on Billy.
Yeah.
And you can see how he went home to regroup and to, you know, like Blake said, he kept who he was. He still got the talent, and he's here to show the world, I've still got it, and I'm still here.
Yeah, and then, I mean, honestly, Gwen, I think he is the front runner. I think
after last night, if you ask me who's it going to be in the final two, I'm going with Way and Billy.
Yeah. I think our bet's secure with that.
I think so. And if you ask me who's going to be in the bottom tonight, I would say Brendan Fletcher.
Yeah, it was interesting that they closed out the night with him.
Yeah. I would say Brendan Fletcher, and I would say Aaron Gibson. Just because their performances were so far out there.
Yeah, I really feel like it was hard for people to connect with that Father John Misty song.
Yeah, and I don't think people related. I don't think people know. So I'm going to go with them in the bottom. One of those two goes home tonight, and I think that it's so important. And you can probably relay this message that it's so important that you relate to your audience, and you definitely relate to the people at home.
Yeah, that's the truth.